Boy, I sure am stressed out. Wait, why am I stressed? This is my brain, and I can think whatever I want.
Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, beat 'em up.
Damn, I am really liking my hair right now. Anyways, just a little thing that I recorded after the video, just for an explanation. I tried to record this like 3 times 4 days ago. 4 times 3 days ago. And, it didn't exactly work out, but I was lucky enough that my, brain let me actually function properly for this video. So, hopefully you enjoy my story of how I almost got expelled for selling candy in high school. Enjoy. Yes, I know that was cringe. You don't have to tell me. As someone who hasn't had long hair in a lot of years, it's really weird having wet hair touch your ears. It oddly tickles and I don't like it. What's up guys, TssXD here, don't mind the towel. Welcome back to another video. Now, first and foremost, if you saw my community post when I said there should be a video up this week, well, as you can tell.
So that was a lie.
Yeah, and anyway, yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? Okay, now, I tried to make a video a week ago, which to you guys was 2 weeks after my last upload. I also tried to make a video a week before that, which was only a week after my first upload. But 3 things came into play. Utter and pure laziness, procrastination, which basically goes hand in hand with laziness, and then lack of drive. It's like the only times that I wasn't lazy and I had the idea and everything, I'm just like, I'm not feeling it, man. Like, oh no, I'm not feeling it. Yeah, but anyways, enough with the intro. It's already been like a minute. Welcome to this video where I will be telling you about my, my epic stories and experiences with almost being expelled, selling snacks in high school like a bottle of Kool-Aid. I don't know, man. And like I said, I usually do some type of epic clickbait to make you guys click on this, and hopefully this video is interesting enough to keep your guys' attention. Anyways, let's do a little, I was gonna say time skip, but let's do the reverse of time skip. Let's do a little flash backwards. Back to the good old year of 8th grade. I'm pretty sure that's the first time I ever started selling, like, anything in school in general. I sold chocolates, and the reason I sold chocolates is because back when I went to church, haven't been able to go for a while because of Corona, but back when I went to church, right, one day, some people at church were like, hey, guess what, we're bringing them chocolate because it's almost old, so we're gonna sell it to you for very cheap. So a box of chocolates that brought like, I don't know, like 30 little chocolate pieces was like $1. So me and my dad were like, hey, this could be a little special business idea, yeah. Yeah, but anyways, essentially, we bought a lot of those boxes, right? Like I said, they were, well, I didn't explain this, they were like this long, which to you guys, that doesn't mean anything because you can't tell scale. They were like a foot long of chocolate, so yeah, that's the thing. Little 30 chocolate pieces. All right, I'm just trying to give you guys a general background. So in 8th grade, at first, I didn't know how to sell anything because, I'd never done it before, until I met with my friend Kyle. If he doesn't want me to say his name, that will be censored. Anyways, I didn't know much of anything, mostly because I was socially awkward, I still am, and I didn't really know how to, like, sell things. So because me and Kyle were friends, it's like, hey man, I'll help you out by advertising you. Because Kyle, he was one of the popular kids in school. It's not like he was one of the, like, stereotypical, like, jock kids in every high school movie where he's popular, but he's a dick. He was a pretty nice guy. It's just that everybody knew him for some reason. So he was like, hey man, I'll help you out. You just gotta give me 40% of the profits. And at the beginning, I was skeptical because I'm like, I don't know if that's worth it, man. But it did prove to be worth it because by the end of the time, choked on my own spit, by the end of the time we stopped selling, the profits were so high that 40% loss was honestly nothing. I think I made about like $300 and he made like 170 or something. I don't know. It was weird factors, but we made a good chunk of money. So that was my first little experience with selling. For you guys have a little bit of background. Now let's go to 9th grade. All right. So like 2 years ago now, about to go into 12th grade for another little background check. 9th grade, I didn't really sell properly. Like, I didn't buy things purposely because I wanted to sell. I just so happened to, like, have random bags of chips or something or candy. And if I didn't want it and someone was there and they're hungry, I'm like, hey man, want to buy this for $1? And they're like, sure. So that was all my experience packed up to in 9th grade. Now let's go to 10th grade when it really, really went down.
It's about to go down.
It's about to go down. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, all right. When we go to the ye old year of me in 10th grade, which I'm pretty sure was 2019 through 2020, which, math, big brain. Anyways, yeah, that year is when, like I said, things really started going down. At the beginning of the year, I didn't sell anything because, I didn't plan on it. But one thing led to another, and essentially, the phone I'm using to record this now is the iPhone XR. My sister bought this for me in the Christmas of 2018, but then she couldn't make the payments. So I'm like, I need to find a way to make some money. So I decided, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sell snacks. Because once again, my church came in clutch, and they all of a sudden started giving away, not selling this time, giving away, because it was like these food trucks that would bring food, and there just so happened to be like a bunch of boxes of spicy Cheetos, like 30 bags per box. I'll find a picture and show it if I can, but if not, it was basically a box of 30 little bags, the 50-cent ones, of hot Cheetos. And I decided, it's a smart little business venture here. So I took as many as I could, which at the time was 6, because, I have small hands. So I took 6 boxes, which, 6 times 30, do the math, I'm too lazy. Anyways, I took all those and I brought them to school one day. I filled up a whole backpack. I would show the backpack, but I'm too lazy to go find it. Anyways, I filled up the backpack and I brought it to school one day. And once again, because I'm never really the popular kid in school, like at all. Like, I'm socially awkward, so I never really talk to that many people. But essentially, I brought the whole bag to school. I'm like, hey guys, wanna buy some stuff? And some people were like, yeah. But at first, I was selling the little 50-cent bags for $1, because I'm just like, trying to make me some bag, bro.
Alright, gamers, let's get this bread. Doot.
And then the other people were like, are you crazy? We already have like 97 other vendors in this school, and you think we're gonna buy that for a 50% markup? No!
No. Dumbass.
So essentially, my first approach was completely wrong. I made no sales for like the first week, other than like 2 people buying that were my friends. So later on, I found, which is now my current day friend, Emmanuel. Once again, if he doesn't want his name to be stated, I'll censor it. And he came into class one day before I knew him with his backpack as well. And he's like, hey, guess what, man? I'm selling. So we didn't really tell me that, but that's essentially what happened for the sake of the story. So one day this girl came up to him, he's like, what you got? And I'm, as a bystander, pretty much sitting at the table in math class. I'm like, what do you mean, what do you got? So he pulled out the bag, ripped it open, not literally ripped it open, ripped it open. So he brought out hot Funyuns, like Mountain Dew, all this stuff, and I'm like, oh. And she, I don't remember what she got, but she just got some chips or something. And I walked up to him and I'm like, hey man, that's looking pretty nice. How about you toss me a bag of hot Funyuns? And he was like, sure, $1. And I'm like, damn, it feels bad to be broke. So I didn't get anything. But later on, essentially, to speed up the story, once I became friends with him, I'm like, so how do you get people to, like, buy all your stuff? Like, I'm selling and no one wants to bite. Like, fish bite, it's a joke. Okay, I don't. But yeah, no one wants to bite. And he's like, you just gotta keep going, man. Talk to more people. Eventually people will come. And he wasn't wrong. So essentially, like, a month after that, I was having an average amount of customers. I'd probably make, like, what, like $7, $8 a day, which is super garbage, by the way. So don't worry, it gets better. It gets better. I've made a lot more than that since. So afterwards, I meet this other guy named Krishna. No, Krishna, and yeah, it's literally pronounced Krishna. I'm not saying it wrong. Krishna and Emmanuel were friends, and they sold for each other on occasion. So I'm like, hey man, why do you have this duffel bag in? He's like, oh, I'm selling too. I got honey buns, freaking moon pies, cosmic brownies. I got all the diabetes you want. And I'm like, damn, bro, damn. I'm trying to have a honey bun. I really was that day. I was pretty hungry because, I had PE before my final class, which is where I had him in. Like I said, I gotta give you guys a little background checks, otherwise you can't, visualize it. So anyways, after a little while, I'm like, you know what? I'm about to make bank. So essentially, other than just selling the hot Cheetos, I decided I'm also gonna buy chocolates, gummies, Skittles, Kit Kats, anything you want. Like Fanta, Sprite, Coke. I bought all that. Lemonade, fruit punch. You'd be surprised how many people want fruit punch. So I bought a bunch of that. And essentially, over the next couple months, I made over $1,000 relatively easily. Only took like 2 months, which was, pretty cool. I paid off my phone. I bought a couple other things. And, life was good. Until one day, I got noticed by somebody. And, if this was an epic, happy ending High School Musical, I'd probably be noticed by a recruiter for basketball or something, even though I'm only like 5'9", but it's okay. Mama says I'll grow up one day. Anyways, I was noticed by the dean. If you don't know what the dean is, look it up, because I'm too lazy to explain. Anyways, the dean came up to me, he's like, hey man, what's in that bag there? And I'm just like, stuff. And why are you asking? He's like, if you're selling, you're gonna have to tell me, because you're not allowed to sell on this campus. And I'm just like, in my brain, I'm like, what? Everybody else is selling. And when I say everybody else, I kid you not, there was like a whole pyramid scheme, hierarchy of vendors. And at this point in time, when he first noticed me, if there's 4 levels, I was in the 3rd level. Like, people knew me, but not everybody. So, essentially, they let me off with a warning, because I had never done anything bad, never been suspended, never got any referrals at this point in time. And, I still haven't. I'm a good kid, okay, yeah, okay. So, yeah, essentially, they let me off with a warning. And I'm like, okay, pretty epic. But then, like, a couple weeks later, first off, let me give you another little background, because I keep forgetting to explain things. The first dean who told me I wasn't allowed to do that was a white lady, freaking tall as freak. I think she was like 5'11". So yeah, the next time it was a black dude, and you would think that the black dude, knowing my pigmentation, would be more on my side. Turns out, completely incorrect. Like, completely not even close. He's like, hey mate, I literally called him Snoop Dogg because he looked relatively close to him. He's like, hey mate, what's in that bag? And I'm like, nothing. He's like, show me. And I'm like, damn it. So he grabbed the bag, he looked at stuff, he's like, you got a nice little haul here. And I'm like, maybe. And he's like, if you keep selling, I'm gonna have to suspend you. And I'm just like, damn. Damn. Like, you never really take it into realization until it happens. But of course, being the freaking person who wants to get rich that I am, I kept selling because of screw him. So, essentially, I got caught selling again, and you would never believe it, by an ROTC teacher, which in 10th grade, I didn't even have ROTC, but I still had Spanish in the same building. So one day, apparently this ROTC, captain, I forgot what they're called, but apparently he was like, hey, yo, Dean, this man's selling again. I'm like, gosh dang it. So the dean caught me while I was walking at lunch. He's like, come here, mate. He put me in his golf cart, because, you know, everybody at school has golf carts. He took me to the office, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna give you two choices, right? You're either gonna get suspended, or you're gonna give me all the stuff in your bag. And I'm like, well, obviously I'm gonna get suspended, so take it. And the whole gay thing is they do it so cocky, like they're such dicks. Like, no, I don't want to cuss or anything, but like they're such dicks, right? Because the moment I was about to leave the office with my bag, he's like, hey man, thanks for the candy. And I'm like, oh.
Now you've done it. You've made me 1930s work whistle angry.
Ooh, if I wasn't a student here, I'm okay, I'm normal. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, essentially after that, I kept selling still because, you know, I want the monies. And the next time he caught me, he's like, you know what I'm gonna have to do. And I'm like, come on, man, please, man, come on, man. And essentially, that time, he was like, all right, I'm gonna give you a chance once again, because, you know, I hadn't got suspended or anything, I hadn't done anything bad. He's like, here's what I'm gonna do to you. Not only am I gonna take your stuff again and not pay you, and here's the thing, that day, I hadn't sold all my stuff, so he got like a good amount of stuff too. He got like 3 Sprites, 4 bags of Doritos or something. I was so freaking pissed, bro. Freaking making me lose profit and crap. So essentially, he took that, and he's like, not only am I gonna take your stuff, but you got 3 days of work detail, which is essentially you either have to like rake leaves outside or like clean the cafeteria after people. It wasn't that bad because I had a friend there, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, it was the principle, man. Like, come on, I hadn't had work detail since middle school, which was some freaking bull hockey. There we go, American. So yeah, essentially that's the story on how I almost got expelled from, you know, high school. I didn't. I almost got suspended though, so I'm glad I didn't. But afterwards, I stopped selling for a while. Here's the aftermath. And my friend's like, hey man, you ever gonna start selling again? And I'm like, maybe during testing season, which at the time, I think it was like November. So testing season had started November of 2019, by the way. Yeah, this was a long time ago. November 2019, I'm like, maybe during testing season. I didn't start selling during testing season. So yeah, you know, maybe this year, if I was in school, I would have started selling a little bit again. But you know, because I am technically homeschooled, I'm in my same school, but it's just like the virtual version. Because I'm homeschooled, I can't really sell anything. So that was the story of how I sold, almost got suspended, and made over $1,000 in high school, and, you know, paid off my epic phone that I'm recording with. It is now 3 years old. So yeah, that's that. I decided, you know, because it's been 3 weeks since I've uploaded, you know what, I'm gonna come back with a bang. So hopefully the story was any way interesting for you guys and you enjoyed it even slightly. If you even slightly exhaled through your nose a little bit harder, leave a like if you want. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyways, this is the end of the story. Obviously, I will try to keep uploading relatively like once a week, maybe more. If I can't, do not be surprised. I have school, I have life, I have things to do just as much as any one of you. Like I said, I'll keep trying and all that. And also, appreciate you guys for still subscribing. Like, obviously it slowed down because I stopped uploading, but you know, that's pretty cool. Like 2,222 subs. Pretty epic if you tell me or ask me. Okay, now it just sounds cringy because I said it wrong. Yeah, but anyways, like I said, I'll keep trying to make, you know, videos. If you want to ever know what I'm doing or ask me anything, you can follow me on Instagram or like message me on Discord. They're all in the description. And yeah, that's that. I have nothing really else to extend this with, I guess. You know, I'm recording this on a Sunday. If it's uploaded on Sunday, hopefully you guys are having a good Sunday. If it's not uploaded on Sunday, if you're watching this video during class and you get caught, it's not my fault, it's yours. Bye.